You just got a new phone, sleek, fast, and futuristic. It feels like holding a piece of the future in your hand, packed with features and possibilities. For many of us, that first moment with a new device is exciting, full of promise and potential. But as we all know, that excitement doesn't last forever. Sooner or later something goes wrong. Maybe you drop it and the screen shatters, or the battery starts dying before lunchtime. Suddenly, your high-tech companion feels fragile and temporary. For years the answer was simple: just buy a new one. The latest model is always just around the corner, promising to be faster, thinner, and better than before. We've been trained to upgrade, not to fix. But this cycle comes at a cost. We've been treating expensive devices as disposable, tossing them aside when they break or slow down. This isn't just hard on our wallets, it's devastating for the environment. E-waste is piling up in landfills, leaking toxic chemicals and precious metals that could have been reused. It wasn't always like this. Repairability used to be normal. People fixed their own cars, TVs, and radios. There was pride in making things last and a sense of ownership that went beyond just using a product. But as technology advanced, devices got smaller and more complex. Suddenly, opening up your phone or laptop became a challenge, with tiny screws, glued-in batteries, and delicate parts. Companies started locking down their devices, using special screws and software locks. Even simple repairs like swapping a battery or replacing a screen became difficult and expensive. Many people gave up trying. This led to a throwaway culture where it seemed easier to replace than repair. But now, a new movement is gaining momentum, challenging this wasteful mindset. Consumers and regulators are demanding the right to repair. They're asking tough questions. Why should a $1,000 phone be trashed over a $20 part? Why can't we have access to the tools and information needed to fix our own stuff? Around the world, people are pushing for laws and policies that make repair easier and more affordable. Tech giants are starting to listen. They're rethinking their designs, making products that can be maintained and upgraded, not just replaced. This shift is about more than just saving money. It's about reducing waste, conserving resources, and giving people more control over their devices. Enter the iPhone Air, Apple's thinnest phone yet, but also one of its most repairable. It's a sign that even the biggest companies are starting to take repair seriously. Apple, once notorious for making devices that were nearly impossible to fix, is now making real progress. They're offering more repair options, selling parts, and even providing repair manuals to the public. The iPhone Air isn't just about looks or performance, it represents a new philosophy. It's about sustainability, user empowerment, and a future where our devices last longer and do less harm to the planet. This shift is worth paying attention to. It's a sign that the tech industry is finally starting to value repair, responsibility, and the needs of real people. Let's take a closer look at how Apple is changing the game, and what it could mean for the future of all our devices. The iPhone Air wowed everyone with its thin, light design. At first glance, it almost seems too delicate to be practical, as if it's a piece of futuristic art rather than a device you'd use every day. The engineering behind this phone is truly impressive, managing to pack so much power and functionality into such a slender frame. It's the kind of device that makes you want to pick it up just to marvel at how little it weighs, and how easily it slips into your pocket or bag. But the real story is inside, where Apple has reimagined what a repairable phone can be. Instead of prioritizing only looks, they've made some smart choices that benefit users and repair technicians alike. Despite its slimness, it scored a 7/10 for repairability from iFixit, a big deal for a cutting-edge phone. That's a score you rarely see in devices this thin, and it signals a shift in how premium phones are designed. Apple achieved this with a clever internal layout. The battery takes up most of the space, dominating the interior in a way that makes it both efficient and accessible. This isn't just about cramming in a bigger battery for longer life. It's about making sure the part that wears out fastest is front and center. Meanwhile, other essential components are packed neatly at the top, organized in a way that keeps them protected and easy to reach if repairs are needed. This means the battery, the part you'll replace most, can be accessed without disturbing everything else. No more digging through layers of fragile parts just to swap out a battery. Older phones were like a sandwich of fragile parts. Every repair felt like a risky operation, with the chance of breaking something else along the way. The Air is more like a tidy toolbox, where every part has its place, and nothing gets in the way. It's a refreshing change for anyone who's ever tried to fix a phone. The result? A phone that's both futuristic and practical to repair. It's a win for users, repair shops, and the environment, since easier repairs mean longer device lifespans and less electronic waste. Apple proves you don't have to sacrifice repairability for style. With the iPhone Air, you get a device that's as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside, a rare combination in today's tech world. Battery replacements are by far the most common phone repair, and for years they've been a source of anxiety for both technicians and everyday users. Whether your phone is slowing down or just won't hold a charge, swapping out the battery is often the best fix. But in the past, this process was anything but simple. Traditionally, battery replacements have always been risky, until now. The fear of damaging delicate components, or worse, causing a dangerous short circuit, made many people hesitant to even try. Enter the iPhone Air, which introduces a revolutionary solution: electrically debonding adhesive. With this technology, all you need to do is apply a small current, and the battery lifts out smoothly and safely. No more prying, no more wrestling with stubborn glue, and no risk of fire. This innovation is a game changer, making battery swaps safer and more accessible for both professional repair shops and DIY enthusiasts at home. Now anyone can feel confident tackling a battery replacement. No more fear of puncturing a battery or accidentally causing a fire. The process is now straightforward and stress-free, removing one of the biggest barriers to phone repair. With this new system, anyone can replace a battery quickly and safely without special tools or advanced skills. It's as easy as following a simple set of instructions. The result? Your phone's life is extended from just a couple of years to 5 or more, keeping your device running like new and saving you money in the long run. A simple battery swap now means less electronic waste and more value for every device. Instead of tossing out your phone, you can give it a second life. This small change has a huge impact on sustainability, helping to reduce the number of phones ending up in landfills and encouraging responsible recycling. Apple's new adhesive is truly a game changer for repairability, making it easier than ever to keep your phone and the planet going strong. The charging port is one of the most common failure points on any phone. In the past, a broken port meant an expensive, complex repair. The iPhone Air changes that with a modular USB-C port. Just unplug and replace it. Repairs now take minutes, not hours, and cost far less. This modularity empowers users and independent shops alike. Apple is finally designing for real-world wear and tear. A small, replaceable part now means a longer-lasting phone. It's a smart move that benefits everyone. Previously, opening an iPhone meant risking the expensive and delicate front display. The iPhone Air flips the script. Now, you enter from the back glass panel instead of the front. This design lets you access the battery, charging port, and cameras without ever touching the fragile screen. Repairs are now safer, cheaper, and far less stressful for everyone. Apple's new mid-frame design shows real understanding of what needs fixing most. It's a simple change with a massive impact on repairability for users and technicians alike. Hardware is only half the battle. Access to parts and tools matters too. Apple's self-service repair program now lets anyone buy genuine parts and rent Pro Tools for the iPhone Air. Detailed manuals are available, making DIY repairs possible for everyone. This program transforms Apple devices from black boxes into fixable tools. Not everyone will repair their own phone, but now the option is there. Combined with the Air's repair-friendly design, this is a huge step for longevity. Apple is building trust and empowering users. It's a new era for consumer rights and device ownership. The iPhone Air's repairable design and Apple's support programs matter for more than just convenience. Easier repairs mean fewer devices thrown away, less waste, and a smaller environmental footprint. Repairability gives you true ownership and control over your tech. It encourages learning, reduces costs, and builds a better relationship with our devices. This shift is a win for consumers, the planet, and the industry. The iPhone Air proves that innovation and sustainability can go hand in hand. It sets a new standard for the tech world. Here's to a future where our devices are built to last and built to be fixed.